So hopefully in this highlight reel, I did a better job keeping everything faster paced than that last one.
Oh yeah,
So
we should probably also. Oh no, did right to where we were at before?
yeah, so
Okay.
this left off right after the gym fight. Maybe not right after, actually. I noticed we have a Staravia and a barrel, so I think we rare candied them a little bit off screen just to evolve a few Pokemon. But then we ran through
Yeah.
town and picked up a bunch of shit that should have had, like, say, repels there. And the Great Ball. Or Dust Ball. We had the Great Ball already, the other one. Other than that, I don't remember. Did I just cut here? When the fuck did I cut? Because this is just us repel. Oh, yeah, the accident that you forgot that you skipped the trainer.
Yeah, because I think it was about here where I was like, okay, I'll go start fighting people again.
Yeah. So we just went through here and quick collected a few items. I don't remember what the other one is. I know Flash is not the reason you come down. I'm pretty sure this is the item that's actually worth it. Oh yeah, the big pearl is just money for Pokeballs. Forgot he didn't fight her. Did remember he didn't
Yeah.
fight that guy.
Pretty closely though. I do hope that you slowed down at the one point where I did intentionally try and dodge a dude who was just turning on the spot,
I don't think I did,
and he
sadly.
didn't let me pass.
Yeah, we get our first Dumble battle here. He got, I wouldn't say lucky, but he did pretty well in the sense that the enemy didn't double target his slot. Although I don't think Glameow and Stunky with Intimidate on them probably couldn't take out Stravia in one turn without both critting. But jump through the whatever the hell this little like rock path or something like that, or rocky path. I forget what this is called. But whatever this little place is called. This is where we got Psyduck. Trying to remember who your spinny guy was though that you got into a fight with.
We're talking about. Oh, we were joking about it about how because I even sat there, timed it, waited for him to turn, and the instant I started crossing, he turned on the spot really
Oh
quickly.
wait, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I think that's in here, but I didn't bother to slow down for that. That's happened to so many people. That's not your fault. That's just
I
part of
know.
the
I just
game.
found it entertaining because it's like I haven't given a shit or even remembered about all the rest, and then the one time I do, he's just like, "No, you don't get to pass."
This is where I was teaching him a little super pivot trick where we dropped magnitude and then switched to the bird to dodge it with Roselia, or to dodge or to have Roselia dodge it. So I was like, yeah, it's a little clever thing you can do because you know that they're not going to drop thunder shocks on either of the Pokemon you have out because grass is resistant to electric and Judu's immune to it. So it was a perfectly safe turn to bring the bird back out. And then you would know that the thunder shocks are going to be coming into that slot, so you can switch in back to Roselia to eat the thunder shocks if you needed to. And we got a Shinx. Oh, we would no, we didn't get Shinx here. That's right, because you have Shinx. We got what the fuck did we get here?
Is this where I? No, I didn't kill an Abra here, did I?
No, no, you killed. What did you kill, Abra? Oh, you
I
killed
think that
Abra
was
in
in the
that
first
cave. You
video.
killed Abra in the cave.
Oh,
That cave between Jubilife and Orberg.
gotcha. That's right. This is where I spend an eternity trying to capture one weasel.
Yeah, luck was not on your side here.
The math was not mathing.
At this point, I was telling him like, just throw the dust ball. It's night out. You're gonna be fine. He's like, nope. Oh, that's right. We were trying the Endeavor, and he's like, oh yeah, you're just way too high a level. It didn't do any damage. Right. So yeah, get a Buizel. Then we have to go get the not Waterworks. Lightworks? No. What the hell is the name of that power plant or whatever? Whatever the power plant. Windworks. The Windworks factory key or something like that. I don't remember. We have to get the key. It's got a name, but it's a key, nonetheless. Staravia just doing Staravia things. Okay, so now we come up on the actual run killer fight. This is the one a lot of people would be very interested in watching. So luckily I slow it down for that fight because it's an important fight. We get set up here. Toxic Zubat, always one of the big threats, because no one's expecting a wimpy little Zubat to suddenly drop Toxic on them.
I do think, did I forget to rare candy there before this?
Not really, no.
Okay.
Because this is, I believe she's level 18 or 19, and your team's like all around the 17, 18, 19 mark. So I think she's 18. I don't remember what her top level is, but this isn't.
I think she has one level 18.
Yeah, this isn't a level capped fight, anyways. The level cap is.
Oh, this is also where we realized that you were looking at the wrong information.
Yeah, because I was looking at the.
Pretty sure.
No, that was up. That was at the gym fight.
Oh, that was the gym fight. Okay.
Yeah, which is at the end of this episode. So I don't remember why we're stalling.
Oh, I forgot that we did a gym in this session too.
Yeah. We'll probably do a gym in the next session, actually. Because from where we left off, it's not far to the next gym. Oh, I think this is where I was... Why? No? I don't remember what we were doing here, why it's taking so long to just choose an attack and kill the Zubat. Were we debating what our game plan was if Quinn got Toxic? I don't remember.
I think so. It could have also been a discussion about typing resistances too, because there's several that I just didn't know. For instance, you mentioned earlier in this commentary, grass being resistant to electric. Didn't know that before then.
Yeah, I don't remember why we are stalled out here. Did we take a piss break and I didn't catch that when I went through the editing and everything.
This wasn't a rant mid-fight, was it?
No, it wasn't. I pulled the audio out, so I was listening to it while I was editing this. I don't remember, though, why we stalled here. Right, there. Actually, get to the fight. So we do eat the Toxic. Not a surprise. Pretty much everyone who's in this fight eats Toxic from the Zubat. Unless you one-shot it, but... It's not always the easiest thing to do, to one-shot a Zubat. Or at least this particular Zubat, because it's going to be closer in level to all yours. Right, so we take level 2 Toxic, which is fine. Not that big a deal. Plus, we're able to switch out here now on the Perugly, which is one reason why I had to switch Staraptor up from the front. Because I wanted Staraptor to come in fresh on this thing. You remember why?
Because of the feint attack?
No. Oh yeah, we were doing pivoting strats here too.
Yeah.
But we wanted Staraptor in on the Perugly. But we were going to pivot here.
Also for the Intimidate?
Yep. For the Intimidate. And then do you remember what we're pivoting here and how and why we're doing that?
No.
Okay. So this Perugly has only physical attacks. It has Fake Out, Scratch, and Feint Attack. So no matter what happens, if you intimidate it, all of its attacks are going to get neutered. However, it stabs Scratch and it stabs Fake Out, which means it deals 50% more damage with those two normal type moves. So what I was trying to explain to him is, like, if you go to Geodude here, which we're still taking a while to get there, but we're going to go to Geodude, trust me. When we go to Geodude, it'll use Fake Out because the game is programmed to always use Fake Out first. It just will always do that, period.
No, that's the only turn that it can be used, yes? Is the turn that it enters?
Yep, the turn it enters the only time it can use Fake Out, so the game is programmed to do that. So we switch eventually to Geodude to eat the Fake Out, which Geodude resists being a rock type, so it doesn't do that much damage to Geodude. And then lets Staravia come in on the Feint Attack because the Purugly will see Feint Attack, which Geodude does not resist, doing more damage than Scratch. So it saves Staraptor, I keep saying Staraptor. It saves Staravia that much more HP, so it can stay in that much longer. And I don't know why it's taking this long to explain pivoting to you. It feels like we should have just gone to Geodude already. We've been hovering over a bunch of these other Pokemon that aren't Geodude, and it's concerning, especially when you know how the fight ends. Like, what are we doing that Geodude's not on the field yet? Jesus, okay, so I fucked up a little bit there. Okay, we'll switch to Geodude. There. Geodude's on the field, eats the Feint, or the
Fake Out.
Fake Out, thank you. And yeah, 4 damage. And now we get the Intimidate off, reducing Feint Attack's damage even more. I think it does, what, like 8 damage here, I think? Maybe less? 5 damage? No, about 8 damage. It's 8 damage exactly, actually. But now, it's pretty much a guaranteed win. You've got a huge level advantage. Well, not huge, but you've got a level advantage at 19 versus 17. It is fast.
Yep. Yeah.
Just because it's Purugly. I don't know why it Feint Attack that second time there. It should have seen Scratch doing more damage, but it opted for Feint Attack for some reason. It does switch up to Scratch, I think, on the following turns here, like it should be doing.
Yeah, but I think we Wing Attacked here. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. And then
I think we Quick Attacked to finish it off.
Yeah, and then I was like, yeah, do Quick Attack so you don't have to. That way you don't have to risk getting crit, because the crit would go through the Intimidate debuff. And yeah, very clean fight versus that Purugly. Not something a lot of people are able to say. That's a compliment to you there, Koryth. Yeah, there's a lot of people when they're Nuzlocking, this, like I said, this is normally considered a run killer. A lot of people will wipe to this Purugly here.
Thank you, but don't forget that we had an abnormal amount of guidance in that fight.
Yeah.
As we got to win this.
Alright, so we get a Shellos on route, whatever the hell it is that leads into this forest. And then we get to fight the double battle, which I left at more or less normal speed. And we have Babero here for a very specific reason. It was the only Pokemon he had that had a fighting type attack, so that we could backstab the Chansey. I do love the foresight. I mean, again, wild Pokemon are a 25% chance. Well, not 25. They have a random chance to use any of their moves. I just love when they use foresight on Pokemon that are like, why? Can't you be programmed to not be stupid? Oh yeah, the second curse, but it tried to hit Chansey again. That was lucky. Otherwise, it would have killed Ghastly there. And so now we can just eliminate one of them and catch the other one. I let Koryth kind of do his own thing here. He opted for the Ghastly, which I'm going to be completely honest is a perfectly valid choice.
Yeah, I think it also covers an area that we don't have, because I don't think we have any ghost types at this point.
Not yet, no. And Gengar is exceptionally powerful, although also exceptionally frail. So it's a difficult Pokemon to use for newer players in a Nuzlocke. It's just because trying to work around its frailty makes it very difficult to switch in and out. But hopefully with coaching, I can help you keep your Gengar alive. I mean, I kept a Gengar alive up until I had to sack it in a what is it, Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon thing. So it's entirely possible to keep Gengar and or the whole Ghastly line for that matter. It's entirely possible to keep them alive and keep them, as a valuable asset to your team. But it is difficult because a stiff breeze will kill them. Especially Ghastly. Gengar's a little bit bulkier than that, but that's only because it's evolved, not so much because it's bulkier by default. Alright. So then we just go through the woods here. Fight a whole bunch of Pokemon. It's not really a huge challenge just because as long as you don't lose a Pokemon, what's her name will just keep healing. I mean, she heals them even if they pass out, but for a Nuzlocke, it's not that big. As long as you don't lose a Pokemon here in a Nuzlocke, this is pretty much the easiest shit in the world because you got
a Staravia in an area filled with bug types outside of this Pachirisu.
Right. Oh, this is a trainer one, thankfully. Ah, yes. We're betraying the Chansey again. Do we? Oh no, we don't get. No, we don't get Grappler. Because Grappler evolves 25 and the level cap's 22. Relatively simple bug guy. I do like how he was nice enough to switch there. When he saw the Geodude come in and start magnituding, he swapped out to the Beautifly. He didn't really need to. Wurmple, I believe Wurmple's mono bug. Wurmple's not part of poison type, is he?
Oh, no, actually, Wurmple might start as a bug poison.
I don't think he does. I mean, he might, but I don't think he does. Because as long as he's not part poison, he's
only one.
Well, Weedle's part poison. Yeah,
Weedle is? Okay.
Yeah, Wurmple's mono bug, so it resists ground. So I don't know why. I mean, yeah, Beautifly's immune, which is probably why he opted to switch. But Beautifly is also ×4 weak to rock, which Geodude also is. So I don't know. I don't know the reasoning behind that one. I don't know what caused the AI to go. I'm going to switch in from to my ground immunity that is even more weak to rock.
Oh yeah.
That or it was it was switching because it saw the Absorb. That's why it saw Absorb on Geodude, so it was seeing the ×4 damage. Never mind. I figured it out. I keep forgetting that there are some games like this one where the AI will switch out to do more damage. Oh yeah, this is where I finally was just told you, like, fucking use a repel. Like, oh no, we were leveling up Zubat because we wanted Zubat to be able to wing attack shit because Staravia was getting too high a level and we didn't want to over level Staravia. So I was like, get Zubat to wing attack and it can do basically the same thing that yeah, and this is where you start fighting the Hoot Hoot, and I'm like, you do know that flying doesn't resist flying, right? And that's where you made the argument, like, yes, but I can flinch it this way. And I'm like, I don't know if that's worth it, but it is a valid enough argument. I'll give you that. Bite can in fact flinch. Koryth getting a little lost. These fucking Baneri, these were the bane of our existence. Every time they would just spam Endure. Take forever to fucking kill them. Okay, there we go. Finally get out of this nightmare forest. Catch a Machop on the route across from the town. Catch a Bronzor in the cave, Mount Coruscant, whatever. And then we get to the gym fight. That, the actually important part. Part everyone skipped to. Welcome back, everyone who skipped ahead. Alright, now, I wish there was to say I had left the commentary in on this fight, but unfortunately there was literally nothing to commentate on. Other than I can say now, we left Staravia in the back so that it would be fresh for the Rosa raid. Is about all you need to know going into this fight. and that Koryth actually used all his rare candies properly and got his entire team leveled up.
It's astonishing what you can do when you take the time to rare candy your Pokemon before an important fight. So much less stress.
Yeah, Reflect's a pain in the ass, but she's going to burn a turn of Reflect or two just by potioning up the Turtwig.
Yep, which I was fine with that potion being on the Turtwig as well.
Yeah.
Better that than having to deal with the Rose Raid healing.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And you get ×4 resistance, which it's strange that it still did 5 damage. That's just how frail Golbat is. That was 3 turns of Reflect, and I believe the next 2 are used up on the other Pokemon. I mean, we have... they have no Reflect up when Rose Raid comes out. Yeah, unfortunately, this fight... Oh no, you crit. Which, by the way, crit goes through Reflect and Light Screen. The same way it goes through, like, defense ups and attack downs. So the Rose Raid does have Reflect up. Oh, no, it doesn't. It just dropped right there. So, yeah, this was, unfortunately, pretty much just click Wing Attack and win was the name of the game here. This was a pretty simple fight. I don't think Gardenia is typically a run killer by any means. I know some people have complained about Roserade just due to the fact that this thing is blazingly fast. And the Stun Spore definitely can throw a monkey wrench into things, but as long as you have 1 or 2 Pokemon capable of doing super effective damage, this fight generally goes pretty simple. Because like right now,
yeah, which I feel like with how easy it is to get Starlies and Zubats early on, it should generally speaking be fine.
Not to mention most people. I'm not saying this is your fault, but a lot of people starting with Chimchar due to the fire type, then Monferno, which you should have at this point, just clears this gym with Flame Wheel. Rose Raid's still faster than it, so it'll probably get a Stun Spore off on Monferno. But yeah, 2 Flame Wheels is just like the Wing Attack here is generally enough to solve the issue. And that was the second gym, or all the way through the second gym. Join us next time. The next highlight reel, yeah, like I said, probably should go up to the 3rd gym, I imagine.
Yep, if not even later. I feel like we've had a pretty consistently just 1 gym and or like team event.
Yeah.